Dave Ramsey's wisdom is a battle cry for those hungry to break free from the chains of financial bondage, reclaim their destiny, and build a legacy that echoes through generations. His words aren't just advice. They're weapons forged in the fires of experience, cutting through the noise of mediocrity and complacency. A budget is telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went, he declares. A truth that separates the broke from the wealthy. He doesn't sugarcoat reality because the road to financial peace isn't paved with wishful thinking. It's built on discipline. Live like no one else, so later you can live and give like no one else, he reminds us, etching a vision of a future where financial freedom isn't just a dream, but a reality earned through sacrifice and grit. The excuses stop when you accept his challenge. You must gain control over your money, or the lack of it will forever control you. This isn't just about money. It's about taking ownership of your life, refusing to be a victim of circumstance. Pray like it all depends on God, but work like it all depends on you, he urges, a call to action for those who dare to step up and chase greatness. He knows debt is slavery, boldly proclaiming the borrower is slave to the lender, reminding us that true freedom isn't found in a credit score, it's in a life unshackled from financial burdens. Debt is dumb, cash is king, he says with conviction, daring you to embrace a mindset that defies the culture of mindless consumption. The magic isn't in some get-rich-quick scheme, it's in the fundamentals, the unshakable principles that separate winners from whiners. Children do what feels good. Adults devise a plan and follow it, he states, a gut punch to those waiting for success without a strategy. It's about more than money. It's about character, perseverance, and an unwavering commitment to growth. Change is painful. Few people have the courage to seek out change. Most people won't change until the pain of where they are exceeds the pain of change. This is the brutal reality of transformation. Most people stay stuck because they fear the struggle, but greatness demands a price. Success is a pile of failures that you are standing on, he teaches, crushing the illusion that wealth and success come without setbacks. It's not about avoiding mistakes, it's about learning from them, rising stronger with every stumble. If you will live like no one else, later you can live like no one else, he repeats, drilling this truth deep into your mindset. Short-term sacrifice births long-term prosperity. He refuses to let people be victims of their own excuses. We buy things we don't need with money we don't have to impress people we don't like. A wake-up call to break free from the madness of consumer culture. The reality is simple but hard-hitting. A good plan violently executed now is better than a perfect plan executed next week. He challenges you to take action, stop waiting for the right time, and start building wealth today. You are where you are because of decisions you've made. If you don't like where you are, change your decisions, he states, removing every excuse from your vocabulary. No one is coming to save you. You have to be the hero of your own story. Don't medicate dysfunction with spending, he warns, cutting through the toxic cycle of emotional spending. Money won't fix a broken soul. Only discipline, faith, and wisdom will. You can wander into debt, but you can't wander out, he says, a sobering truth that demands intentionality and purpose to escape financial ruin. A big part of winning is just not quitting, he reminds us. Most people fail because they give up too soon. The battlefield of financial peace is littered with those who lack the endurance to see it through. Earning a lot of money is not the key to prosperity. How you handle money is, he declares, shifting the focus from income to discipline. Millionaires aren't made by luck. They're forged through relentless commitment to wise stewardship. Personal finance is 80% behavior and only 20% head knowledge, he explains, shattering the myth that financial success is about knowing more. It's about doing more. The enemy of the best is not the worst. The enemy of the best is just fine. Complacency kills dreams, and he won't let you settle for an average life. Discipline, not desire, determines your destiny, he emphasizes. Success isn't about wanting it. It's about doing what's necessary to achieve it. Your greatest wealth-building tool is your income, he teaches, urging you to stop squandering what you earn and start making it work for you. Debt is not a tool, it's a method to make banks wealthy, not you, he warns, shattering the lie that debt is necessary for success. Act your wage, he quips, a simple but powerful reminder to live within your means. I believe that through knowledge and discipline, financial peace is possible for all of us, he declares, instilling hope in anyone willing to take control. You are the problem with your money, but you are also the solution, he challenges, shifting responsibility back to you. Success is not a mathematical formula, it's a mindset, he states, proving that financial transformation starts in the mind before it manifests in reality. If broke people are making fun of your financial plan, you're on the right track, he laughs, reminding you that true wealth comes from swimming against the current. Your parents may have taught you about money, but that doesn't mean they taught you well, he warns, giving you permission to break free from generational financial ignorance. A goal without a plan is just a wish, he reminds you, pushing you to turn dreams into action. Wealth is not about having money, it's about having options, he says, redefining the true meaning of financial freedom. You can't build wealth without sacrifice, he states, a reminder that nothing worth having comes easy. The first step in taking control of your money is to stop borrowing more, he commands, giving you the first step to financial independence. Don't let your past dictate your future, he insists. Regret is not an excuse to stay stuck. The way you manage $100 is the way you'll manage $1 million, he warns, proving that financial habits, not income, determine wealth. Being debt-free is the new rich, he proclaims, challenging the culture that glorifies debt. You have to be intentional to win with money, he declares. Success is never an accident. Money is not the root of all evil. The love of money is, he corrects, urging you to master money, not worship it. There is no shortcut to wealth, just work, discipline, and patience, he states, crushing the myth of overnight success. You are in charge of your financial future, he reminds you, leaving you with no excuses. Dave Ramsey's words aren't just quotes. They are marching orders for those ready to take control, break free, and build a life of unstoppable financial freedom. Dave Ramsey's wisdom doesn't stop. It builds, layer upon layer, hammering home the reality that financial peace is not a fantasy, but a battle-tested path paved by discipline, sacrifice, and unwavering commitment. Your future is not determined by your past, he declares, slashing through the chains of regret that hold so many people back. The mistakes you've made with money don't define you, but the choices you make today will. You can't out-earn stupidity, he warns, proving that wealth isn't about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. A six-figure salary won't save you if you spend recklessly. Winning with money is not a math problem. It's a behavior problem, he explains, challenging you to stop looking for shortcuts and start changing your habits. The truth is brutal but freeing. Adults make a plan and stick to it. Children do what feels good. If you're serious about wealth, you must outgrow the impulsiveness that keeps people broke. The key to wealth building is consistency, he says, drilling in the reality that small, smart choices made every day will outlast every get-rich-quick scheme. If you wouldn't loan money to a drunk friend, why would you loan it to a broke relative? He asks, stripping away the guilt that keeps people trapped in enabling financial dysfunction. You can't fix broke with broke, he warns. Sometimes saying no is the best financial decision you can make. Your emergency is not my emergency, he declares, reinforcing the power of financial boundaries. You don't need a raise. You need to get control of your spending, he argues, exposing the real issue. Most people don't have an income problem. They have a spending problem. The credit card is not your friend, he states, challenging the toxic mindset that normalizes debt as a way of life. You don't need a new car. You need a paid-off car, he says, smashing the lie that luxury is a necessity. The best investment you'll ever make is in yourself, he reminds you, urging you to expand your knowledge and grow your skills. You will either tell your money where to go or you will wonder where it went, he repeats, hammering home the importance of a budget. A paid-off home mortgage is the new status symbol, he declares, rejecting the culture that glorifies debt. You don't need debt to be successful, he insists, defying the mainstream belief that leverage is the key to wealth. When you live debt-free, your money belongs to you, not the bank, he says, reinforcing the power of financial independence. The rich don't get rich by accident, they get rich on purpose, he explains, revealing that financial success isn't luck, it's strategy. The best way to build wealth is to avoid stupid, he quips, proving that financial intelligence often comes down to common sense. The borrower is always a slave to the lender, he repeats, ensuring that you never forget the true cost of debt. If broke people are laughing at your financial decisions, that's a good sign, he says, reassuring those who feel alone in their journey to wealth. Normal is broke. Be weird, he urges, giving permission to step away from a society addicted to overspending. There's no such thing as good debt, he argues, challenging a narrative that keeps people shackled to payments. Don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle, he warns, reminding you that financial success is a journey, not a competition. If you don't change your behavior, your money situation will never change, he says, forcing accountability back into your hands. A millionaire is just someone who didn't quit, he reveals, proving that perseverance is the greatest financial weapon. You don't need a credit score, you need a pile of cash, he states, destroying the myth that a high FICO score is a sign of financial success. You can't spend your way to wealth, he declares, pushing back against the consumerist mindset. Most people don't need more income, they need more wisdom, he explains, proving that knowledge is more valuable than a bigger paycheck. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be intentional, he reassures, eliminating the excuse of waiting until everything is just right. The goal is not to be rich. The goal is to be free, he clarifies, shifting the focus from money itself to what money allows you to do. The quickest way to become a millionaire is to do what millionaires do, he reveals, showing that success leaves clues. Success is boring. It's doing the right thing over and over again, he states, proving that wealth is built through consistency, not excitement. Sacrifice now so you don't have to sacrifice later, he teaches, reinforcing the idea that short-term pain leads to long-term gain. The best way to teach your kids about money is to show them how to manage it well, he says, ensuring that financial wisdom is passed down, not just wealth. Don't let the fear of change keep you broke, he warns, exposing the paralysis that keeps people in financial chains. If you're waiting for the right time to start winning with money, you'll be waiting forever, he warns, urging immediate action. Your money should work for you, not the other way around, he declares, reminding you that financial independence is about freedom, not just numbers. Debt is not a tool, it's a trap, he repeats, ensuring that no one falls for the lie that borrowing is necessary. Every dollar you spend today is a dollar that can't work for you tomorrow, he explains, showing that wealth is built through mindful choices. You don't have to live paycheck to paycheck. It's a choice, he challenges, stripping away every excuse. The true measure of wealth is how much you keep, not how much you make, he says, shifting the focus from income to management. Don't let lifestyle creep steal your future, he warns, reminding you that just because you make more doesn't mean you should spend more. You're either making interest or paying it, he states, forcing you to decide whether you want to be an investor or a borrower. Your financial success is your responsibility, no one else's, he declares, putting the power back in your hands. You don't need motivation, you need discipline, he states, ensuring that action, not emotion, drives success. You can recover from financial mistakes, but only if you stop making them, he says, offering hope but demanding accountability. Stop waiting for permission to take control of your life, he urges, ensuring that you step into the driver's seat. If you don't change, nothing changes, he states. A final reminder that financial peace isn't given, it's earned. Dave Ramsey's words are not just lessons. They are the fuel that ignites transformation, the rallying cry for those who refuse to settle for less, the blueprint for anyone ready to step into a life of financial freedom and unstoppable success.